Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jumoke, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a keto compliant sour soup. So in this video, our only ingredients I'll be using here, I have onions and ogiri, I have dry fish, I have stockfish, I have meats, I have my oha leaves and my uziza, I have salt, I have my vegetable spice, I have my xanthan gum, and I have pepper that has been blended with crayfish. It's just yellow pepper that has been blended with crayfish. So in your pot, add your meats. I'm using shaki, roundabout, some spleen, we call it hamon in Yoruba, and some meat. So to your meat, add your onions. The use of onions in this soup is totally optional. You may not use it and you may use it. So you add your vegetable spice, then you add your salt, then just enough salt, then you mix everything together like this. Mix everything together like this, then you cover it. You add water, a little bit water, or probably the water you use to cook the whole soup. Cover it and let it cook for about 20-25 minutes or until your meat will be ready. Depends on the kind of meat you are using. So just add enough water, you cover and cook. So at this point, my meat was cooked. It was ready. I just mixed it. I tasted the stock. Tasted okay. It was nice enough for me. And I checked the meat. You can see as I'm checking it, it's cooked. Then I had the blended crayfish with yellow pepper. It is blended coarsely. So I had it like that. I mix it together so that I can touch every part. To eventually touch every part, though, even if I don't mix it together, but we must mix it together. So I cover it back and let it steam for about 10 minutes. Then I had my stockfish. That's my stockfish. I use stockfish head because it has all the intense stockfish flavor. Then this is my dry fish. I added my dry fish. Sorry, I added my dry fish to it. Then I mixed it up together like that. The stock seems so small here, so I added more stock. I added more water to it, then covered it to steam a little bit, steam out like this. Then here I have enough stock. Then I added ogiri to my fish, meat, stockfish and everything. So here the ogiri have boiled. So here I reduced some stock. I brought out some stock that we use to mix the thickener that we are using. So I brought out about 2 cups of stock. Then I added palm oil to my meat, just enough palm oil. You don't have to use too much, just enough like that. That's about 1 spoon, about maybe quarter cup. It's not a quarter cup, just enough palm oil. So you add it like that, then you mix it, let it reach every corner, and you cover it to let it continue boiling on low heat. So this is the cocoa of why we are here. That thing that I added to this thing is called xanthan gum. So that xanthan gum is what we will use to thicken the soup. Now I'm showing you an example here. If you pour your hot stock inside xanthan gum and you are not mixing it immediately, this is the result you are going to get. Can you see that the xanthan gum is curdled up? Now look at the one I'm mixing immediately and pouring the water. You'll see the difference. Can you see that it's not as curdled up and it is mixing nicely, not like that one? So you just whisk it. You have to whisk it though very well. You whisk it very well like that. Can you see how thick it is looking? So you whisk it very well so you can dissolve all the lumps and everything, because we don't want the lumps. Because if you put it inside the soup with the lumps, it will just stay like that and it's not looking nice, and it's not going to help your soup taste nice. It will taste somehow because you can taste the gum in it. So you add enough stock to loosen it up like I did, then you continue whisking it like that till it is nicely mixed. So I added more stock. And don't mix your xanthan gum with cold water. It will not work. It has to be warm, not hot, blazing hot. Just nicely hot water, not blazing hot. So as you can see here, it is nicely mixed. You just do it like this. You whisk it very well. You make sure it is nicely mixed. It is not lumpy. It's just nice and silky like this. Can you see? And you don't mix it too light too. This is the texture and the what's it called? This is the texture we want, Sha. This is how we want it mixed. Just thick enough like this, and mix it with the stock like you will mix any other thickener. So the palm oil and everything has been cooking, but I needed to add more water because when I had the thickener, it will be too thick with that water inside it. Don't go and be thinking that thickener is small. It's not small, because if you had too much, your soup will just turn to starch. So you add the thickener a little by little. You can see I added just a little. I mixed it. I let it steam a little bit. Then I checked for the viscosity, and I needed more. So you continue adding it. 1 spoon, mix it, 1 spoon, mix it like you had any other thickener. You had it, you check, you add more if needed, then you check again, then you add more if needed, then you check again. And by the time you would use 1 teaspoon for just a small pot of soup, it will be okay. So you mix it like that. So you can see that the viscosity of the soup is already changing. The thickness is already changing. It's looking more like our soup now. So you cover it for a bit, you let it steam so that the thickener can dissolve very well. Can you see that it is perfect here? And when it's cold, it will stay like this. It will not be too thick. So I had my uziza leaves. Here I had my uziza leaves. Then I had my oha leaves first. Then I had my uziza leaves. Then I just mix it into the soup and switch off my fire because I don't want to overcook my vegetables. So just mix it like that. Stove off, mix it nicely, and your soup is ready. You may decide to leave the fire on for you to steam a little bit, but the kind of pot I'm using, it will still be steaming like 31 hours later. So I don't want my vegetables overcooked. That's why I switched it off. You can see it's still boiling. So you check for salt, check for seasoning, check for whatever you like. And this is our pot of oha, keto compliant oha soup. Can you see how orangey and nice it looks? Like you thickened with ede or ofo or achi. So there's literally no difference in the taste, the texture, or anything. So here I had mine with cabbage swallow. That's cabbage herba, and it was so good.